Angular job, you're already working in some corporate enterprise project, you're already working in Angular, you have to go through this again and again. So at least 2 times you have to go, then you'll understand this. And after that, you have to do some Angular projects, which are there also on my site. But as you might know, my YouTube channel is mainly a React.js channel, so not that much. And Angular, I always tell, it is cherry on the top of the cake, which is React. React will get you a job. Most of the jobs are React jobs, but then also there are a lot of Angular jobs are also there. But as I always give the example, if there are 10 jobs, then 7 is React, only 2 is Angular, and 1 is Vue. See, React is there. So let's get started with Angular, because Angular is also used a lot. And let's get started with Angular. So let me share my screen. And as always, I'll say hello all, and hence will be given at the end. Attendance will be given at the end. Okay. What happened? What just happened? Is it going to? Okay, it is going. Maybe it is going. Okay. So because I'm going to be able to see, but I don't know why why I'm not able to see. Okay, it's okay. So I hope you're all able to see. So again, I have created and small app, and small app is already there, and we have some things here. So we are going to learn through this small app, because if I'm going to create all of these things, it will take a lot of time. And Angular is quite huge, as I already told. And this small app, it is a starting point of our project. And this thing we are going to learn now, services. Services is a very important thing in Angular, and we are going to learn about services. So let us first see means what is there in our app, which why it is showing all these things. So app.component.html, I'll come, and am I streaming? Yes, this is day 3. Yes, this is day 3. It is not from scratch, but it is from day 3. Okay, so hope it is going okay. I'm not on LinkedIn. That means I just don't see the LinkedIn thing. I'm seeing what you're telling, but I think you might not be getting. So it's, if you can watch it on YouTube, I will be able to answer you, because I generally don't open the LinkedIn. Okay, so let me do one thing. Okay, and so someone is asking from LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is also, it is getting streamed, but I generally don't. What I don't do is I don't generally follow this much on LinkedIn. So hope you are able to hear me. So you can come on the YouTube, and just I'm telling that okay, it's okay, and I cannot open so many windows, so it really it's a problem. And my streaming software doesn't stream give this chat on LinkedIn. I don't know why. So Angular, I'm doing from scratch, but this is day 3, so this is not a scratch. This is the day 3. This is Angular certification. This is a day 3 of the certification. So definitely I've covered a lot in Angular right now. And day 5 certification, it is there. Okay, so 5-day certification. So it is not from scratch. Okay, so that is there. And so if you want to see, you can go back to the day 1 and day 2, and you can see means it first from scratch, started from scratch. It was a good question. So my channel is all about certifications and all, so which will help you to become a better web developer and help you get a highly paying job. Okay, so let us start it. And as I was telling, so this is, we are going to learn about services and dependency injection right now. So this is our small application, which is like in the app.component. I have this app new account and app account. These 2 components I'm having. And here in the TS file, I have some. Okay, maybe I shouldn't decrease the font size a bit or increase it. Okay, it's okay. And let me make it a bit bigger. Okay, so here what I have, so I have this app component.ts file, in which I have 2 things: on account added and on status change. 2 functions I have, and this will just push to this. Okay, this will just push to it. App account, app new account, and app new account is another thing which is there. Okay, app new account is this. and we have this input thing, input decorator and output decorator, which we have learned in the previous class. We have the add have those things, all those things we have, so that is there. And okay, and we have a nice form here. This form is coming from here, and just we can add anything, and emitting and all those things. If you want to learn, you can always go back to the previous class. You're going to learn. So this is small app is there. Now what we are going to do, we are going to learn about the services, and the first thing we are going to do, we are going to create a logging service. Okay, we are going to create a logging service, and how to use it. So here in the app, I am there. So inside the app folder, I'm going to create a logging dot service dot ts, not js. I was going to put ts because js, but everything is TypeScript in Angular. So this .ts I've done. Then I will create this service. So how to create this service? So services are this small common thing which you can use at many different parts in our project. So export class login service is like log status change. Log status change is something, actually this service is not required, but we are just learning everything, so that's why we are doing this. And console server status change, and new status is this status. So we are just having like this log status change, and it will do a console.log. Okay, so I will save it. Now we will come to the your new account component. So we are going to change all the console logs to use this thing. Okay, so how to use this thing? So we have here in the ts file, I'll go, and first thing is that I have to import that logging service, and I have to add it in the providers. Okay, so I'll come here, comma, and providers is like logging service. Provider is logging service, but what is this logging service? This we have to add in the constructor. So let us add it. So after this, I will have a constructor will be like just empty. Private logging service is this logging service. Okay, so okay, this logging service I have to include, so let me include it. No suggestions, but I just okay, import, I will manually do it, import logging service from logging service. So this is how it is done, but it is still giving me private logging service is like this, and provider is giving me some error. Oh, okay, it should be G. Actually, it should be G. Logging service, it should be G. Not is all, it should be G. Okay, so this logging service I've done. So see what I have a console.log. So as I told, it is not a very big thing, means it's not a very big example. Instead of console.log, I'm using the service. So the main intention here is to teach people how to use the service. Service is a small kind of a program in Angular which we can use, and this is very important. So this dot login service dot log status change. So what is this log status change? Log status change is this log status change. You just have to pass a string and the so this account status, so which was actually been shown here also. So account status, this is how you use a service. Okay, now save it, and let us add it in one more place. So I'm going to go to the account component.ts file here, and here also I'm going to do the same thing. So this console.log I'm going to change. Okay, this is not a very good use case, but there are really good use cases also of this. Means you can do anything. In services we use a lot. Okay, so providers and logging service, like now it is coming correctly, and we can have this constructor again, command C, and after this output we have this. Okay, and then instead of this I'll have this dot logging service dot log status change and status. So status is mission. So just a small service in which we can pass anything and it will console log it. Okay. And console log with what? Console log or server status has been changed. With this, it will console log. So that is there. And now let me open this. Open the inspect console. See, open in console and let me do this and status is active. Okay, so this is running. And what is this account component? Okay, so server status, this is status is inactive. And let me make a new SR5 active, add account, server status. So all of them, those are, both of those things are working fine. So this is how it is working. This is how we use services. Okay, this is how we use services. So now we will look into another use case of services, which is to store and manage the data. So now we are going to create another services. So let us create that. Okay. Here in the app, I will create accounts dot service dot ts, accounts dot service dot ts I've done. And then again this service will be like this, but we are going to use export again. So this classes and all are used a lot in Angular. It has not yet gone to that functional thing which is there in React. So React is moving away from classes, but Angular still this is Angular 13 and we're still using the classes and all. Okay, so let us do export class account service is like, okay, so like this I will have. And accounts is like a master account and a name and all these things are there. Okay. So after that we don't need this constructor and all. We need some function here. So these three things are done, test account and active. And now we are going to add some functions, because those functions we are going to use. Add account, like, and this is a bit more than this logging service was very easy. It is not that much easy, so not that much tough. Also name is string, because it is Angular and I'm using not strict TypeScript. If I would have used strict TypeScript, I have to use a lot of things, but then also it is TypeScript, so I'm giving some of the types here. Also string is there, and then this dot accounts dot push and name is name, comma status is status. This I'm doing add account, and I will have a update status also here. Update status is like ID is number, comma status is string. Okay, then this dot accounts ID dot status to status. So this I'm going to have. Okay, so these two things I'm having. So now what we are going to do, after that, see, this is something which is coming from the app component. So app component.html will go, and that account added this event, I'm going to remove this because we're creating a common service. Okay, so this I'm going to remove, and this also I'm going to remove. Okay, so these two I have removed, and now in the, anyways, it will not throw me error. Yeah, in the app component.ts file I'll go, and here I have to add that account service. So we are going to use this account service now instead of that. So we are going to use that, and here let us use that. So here, first thing is that again the providers things we have to do. So providers is like account service. So account service is important, and the other thing is that accounts. Right now, accounts, see, accounts also, this array is also now coming from, array of object is coming from there. So not from here it is coming. So we can directly do that. So I'm going to remove this thing and all, and then accounts is like name is string and status is string. And see, this is something again related to TypeScript, which I don't like that much. This thing I don't like. See, a lot of type and these things you have to give in TypeScript. I mean, this is something, TypeScript is a superscript of JavaScript. So name is string, status is string, and it's an array. So all these things I'm doing this empty thing. Okay, so this, all these things you have to do because of TypeScript. Okay, that's why React, the TypeScript is not important, but Angular it is mandatory to have TypeScript. Okay, so that is there. One of the reasons that Angular is much more complex than React, because of its TypeScript also. Although you always have to give a type, but then you don't have to remember also. Sometimes your IDE will only show. Okay, so private accounts service is like, so this is how you use the service. Okay, so account service, which we have already imported actually here. So private accounts service I've done, and we'll have ng on in it also. ng on NIT, ng on in it we are going to have, and then this dot accounts equal to this dot account service dot accounts. Okay, so this dot accounts is this dot account service dot accounts. We are done now. See, and this is a very good service because we are using a lot of things here. So we remove the array also from here. Now we are going to also use this in the new account component. Okay, new account component we are also going to use in the new account component. I'll go, and here also see this already the logging service is there. So let me do here. Let me have this also, comma account service is there, and we have to have this account service here. So we are going to have this account service here, and it is dot here. Dot is there for account service, and let me copy again from here. So constructor, this private account service is there, comma, okay, where is this? Okay, here it is, comma, private account service is there, and this emitter and all, we don't need this emitter and all. So this emitter and all we have seen in the previous class, this output and emitter and all. So I will remove this emitter because we don't need it anymore. And this is account added. We are not going to use it like this. We are going to use the account service instead of this. So we are going to have this dot account service dot add account and account name, comma, account status, account name, comma, account status. I have account name and account status. I'll save it. Okay, so that is there. Now let okay, it has coming something is coming. So account component dot ts file also will go, and here also we are going to add this service. Okay, so again I'll come here. So refactoring all the complicated code in a service, in a central location. So this is the benefit of it. Okay, so after this I'll go, and this account service I'll do, and then this account service I'll add. Then I don't need this output anymore. This emitter output I don't need, and like this I will have this private account service. And so what we are using, so we are using this add account. See, this add account I'm using here, and then this update status is there. So what you can do, all the common things which are there, you can pass it to the services. Okay, you can pass it to the services always. So onset is there, and then I will do this here, accounts service and this. So I'm using this thing, update status, and so this is not taking like this now. This will take this dot id comma status, this dot id and status it is going to take. Okay, so this is done. Save it. Hope I have saved everything. So we are not getting any error, but let us try to add something. But we are not able to add also. So why is this error is coming? So we're actually having a lot of, let me see if someone is staying. Okay, okay. Someone is asking my YouTube channel. One sec. How can I share? Okay, Ritik. Yeah, my YouTube channel link will be there in my LinkedIn profile, so you can go there. And I think the first link is there somewhere, because if I go now in LinkedIn means, okay, someone is asking, so let me give. Yeah, it is there. It is there. You can always check that. Okay. So let me complete it because we have a lot of things to cover. So as I'm telling, we are not getting any error. But see what is happening right now. There are a lot of instances of the same service. This account service, we have a lot of instances of this. So that is the reason it is we are not getting anything, and we have to solve it somehow. So the thing is that we have to remove the account service from this and put it in a higher location. Higher location means we are going to put it in up other place, not at a lot of place. Okay, this emitter and all these things are not required because they are not being used. So let me remove it. Okay, so what does that mean? So first thing is that you will understand what does that mean. Account dot component dot ts file. First I will remove the provider from here. Okay, I'll remove this account services from here. Account service I'll remove from here. Then in the new account component or ts file, so I'll remove this. Okay, this is also what I will remove. This is I will remove. Then so in these two places I have removed, but it is there in the app component or ts file, which is the parent file. It is there, so it will work like that. Okay, so it will work like that. And now let us try to add something now again. SAR1 active account. Okay, need to check something. Okay, so that is there. And why I am not able to, okay, let me complete it because we should remove it from the app component or ts file also. It should not be there in the app component or ts file, but it should be at a higher location, and that higher location is actually our app module, actually app module or ts file, which we have learned in the previous class, which is the main place from where everything starts. So I will remove this provider also from here. I'll remove this provider from here, and so this will now give me error finally. And then the app module.ts file, I'll go, and here we have to add those both services. So this is the provider array is here also. So I'll do account service here, comma logging service here, and both of them are added. Save it. And so yeah, and one more thing, The logging service also we have to remove, because logging service also we have added in the app module. So logging service providers and all also we are going to remove. So this is, we should have done it earlier. Everything should be in the app module at the highest location. So we going to remove that also. So account.component.ts file, I'll go, and here the login service is there, so I will remove it. And this I'm going to remove, this I am going to remove. And actually we are going to do one more thing. So what we are going to do right now, see, we are removing it for a reason. In the login service we are going to put it inside the account service, because we don't want to create two different services. Okay, so private, this also I've removed, and I'll remove this also. Okay, all of these things I've removed. Now we are going to remove it from here also, login service also. Okay, so login service I will remove, emitter and all, they are way too much. This I'll remove, this I'll remove, and this I will remove, and this I'll remove. Now what we are going to do, we are going to learn another thing which is known as injectable. So how in one service we can use another service, we are going to learn that now. Okay, so in the account service I'll go, and here I will add the logging service here. So how to do that? So for that we have to use something known as injectable. Okay, so I'll come here, and these are known as decorators. This is used a lot in Angular. Injectable I'm going to do, and see, injectable is been imported, and then import logging service. Okay, import logging service from logging service, because we are going to use that in the constructor here. In the constructor I'm going to use that, and constructor private logging service, and here I'm just going to add this dot logging service dot log status changes status, and here also I'm going to use it and save it. Okay, okay, but we are not yet done. We have to learn to do cross component communication. So we are going to learn now cross component communication using services. So let me go to the accounts. Where is my account services.ts file? Account services.ts file only, and here I am going to have a emitter. So event emitter is something how you emit in Angular. Okay, so event emitter, we have already seen this event emitter earlier also. Event emitter is there, and then before this constructor we'll have this status updated equal to new event emitter, and it will be a type string, and like this it will be updated is there. Now in the account where at account component.ts file, I'll go, and here, okay, this is there, and this anyways I'm not using, so I'll remove this, and this dot account service dot status updated is like status updated dot emit is the status. Now this new account component, so I'm emitting some status from here. New account component I'll go, and in the constructor we are going to get that emitted event. Okay, so this dot account service dot status update dot subscribe, we have to subscribe to it, and status string alert new status I'm giving. So this is how we subscribe to it. Okay, so this is done. Now and something is wrong here. Okay, actually this ng4 one sec, I think I forgot something. Why it is not coming? Because all of this thing also should come, and this is not coming. One sec. So src, I have this src, and in this app I have all these things. I didn't saw that this is also not coming, but I'm not getting any error and all, but I don't know why it's not coming. And okay, okay, let me quickly see if I'm right. So container and all this is there, but in this I'm not even added. Okay, I'm not even added something here, because I removed it and I forgot to add it. So let me add it back here. Okay, so on account added and on status change, this should be there, and I don't know why I removed it. Hmm. App component.ts file name and constructor. Okay, ng on it is there, and on account added. I don't need it here. On account added and all. Okay. Now it will give me error on status change. Okay. So this all it is showing app.account and okay. Okay, on create account and all click is going on. Am I using this? Export new private constructor. This dot account is status updated. This on account created and all is correct here. Okay, then okay, this accounts is actually this accounts will be having a problem, because this all these things is coming from this accounts it is coming. App account component. Okay, so account component is account dot name, this dot account dot status, set to inactive, set to unknown is there, and the account component dot ts add input and constructor is there, it is there, account services is there, and on is there. Okay, anyways, I will do it later on. Some debugging issues there. I might tell it in the next class what debugging issue was there, so let us not waste much time in debugging because we have a lot to cover. I'll tell this debugging thing in the next class. So what was the error there? So I will close it, and we are going to do the next thing now. So we are going to so this is how the services we do. So there was some error debugging, anyways I'm going to see later on. So now we are going to learn about routing. See, routing is something which is inbuilt in Angular. It is not like React. We have to have a React router DOM and all those things. So we don't do those things here. Okay, so CD routing deep dive we are going to do. Again, we have a project. So this is there, and ng serve is there. Okay. Yeah, combined successfully. So see, now we have just this project we have. The main thing is not this thing. The main thing is like this server users. So I'm not able to go at any places here. So this is what is the main thing which we are going to see, how to do this routing and all. So we are going to see that. Okay. So here in the SRC, if I go in the app, if I go, I have this three component: home, servers, and users, which I'm showing it from the app.component.html file. We are showing it from here. See, app home I'm showing, app user I'm showing, and app server I'm showing it from here. But actually no routing and all is happening here. Is, see, I'm clicking it, nothing is happening. So routing should happen. So Angular is also a single page application, just like React, a single page application. So how to do this routing and all? So we don't have to install something else here, but it is inbuilt. So but we have to go to the app.module.ts I'll go, and we'll add the routing here. Okay, so here, no, these two are here. Okay, so here before this ng model we have to do const app routes is like routes is equal to like this, and this route will be included from Angular. So, and after that we have to give the path, just like in a React we have to give some paths. Okay, and path is like component will be, one will be home component, and then another path will be like users will be user component, and one service is server component. But we have to import all of these things also. So home component needed to be imported, home component, okay, all of them are imported actually. Home component, users, and all these components are imported. And after this, to use it, we have to come down here in the imports, have to come down here, and then router module dot for root and app routes. So this router module, it is giving me error because this router module also you have to import. Router module will also come from here. So this is something which you have to add. So this is how the routing will be added. Okay, so now in the app component dot html, okay, we are going to have this servers and all these things. We are going to remove all of these things. Okay, we're just going to have a router outlet, and that is how the router works. Okay, so this all three things are there. I am going to delete two of them, and instead of instead of this app home, I will have this something known as router outlet. Router outlet I'm going to have. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save the router outlet. Now I will click on the server. Okay, and users. Okay, it's still not working. Server and the users. Okay, so it will not work because right now I have not put it in the other place. So if I go manually, okay, so what is this? Like this, users slash users, I will go, it will take me to the users, and slash servers, I will go, I hope it is servers, it will take me to the servers, and this is, I will go, this will take me to the home. So the routing is working fine, although we do the clicking thing, and the clicking thing, as in React we do it with the link thing. So here also something is there like that. Okay, so app component.html, again we are going to come, and here we are going to have the something known as a router link here. Okay, so this class active and all this href, we should not have this href anyways, is something HTML code. So instead of this, I will have a router link. So router link is going to take me to the backslash. It will take me here, and then again here the router link will be there, and which will be slash servers. Okay, and there's another way to do this thing. Okay, so I'm going to tell that way. So here also I can have like router links slash users, but we have got another way to do this thing, and this thing is will be used sometime. Router link, we can give an array like this, and then see in Angular what happens, there is a lot of ways to do the same thing, and that's why it's complicate things also. So I'll have again a array kind of a thing here, and then this users I'm going to have like this, and I'm going to save it. Now let us click it. Servers, users, all of them are working fine. So all of them are taking me to the correct path, whatever it is there. But I want the visual indication also. See, you can see the visual indication is not there. Visual indication is not there. The visual indication is not getting changed. So for this, we are actually having Bootstrap in this project also. So we are going to change something here, which is there is something known as router link active, which we are going to make active, and that's how it will be changed. Okay, so this class active is something which I don't need, but instead of this class active, I will have router link active. Router link active is active, and it will be here also, and it will be here also, and we have this, we don't need. If we do this, okay, and we do this, we are going to remove this also, slash we don't need right now. Okay, so router link active I have done, and one more thing is required. Always in the home route in React also, what happens, we have this like exact thing something like that. Home route is a bit of different route because backslash is there. Okay, and this also have this backslashes and all these things all were removed, but the backslash is there, slash server slash users. So in the home route, always you have to do something different. Okay, and that something different is here. I'll come and here I'll do router link active options equal to exact true. Exact is true. Save it. Now see, the service is there. See, this thing is coming like this. Users is there. This thing is coming like this, and home is, of course, home is coming. So all of these things are working fine. Okay, so that is there, and this is how the router is working, and it is behaving fine. Okay, now the thing which we are going to learn is to learn how to load a route programmatically. So right now I'm clicking, but we can do programmatically also, and that is something which is there in every languages are there. So in the home component, I'll go where is the home component? Home component.html file. I'll go here. I have only these two things: manage your servers and users and all. So here I'll have a button of load server, and since it is bootstrap, so class equal to btn primary, and it is coming outside. Then I'll have take equal to on load server. Onload server. So onload server I have done. So I'm going to create this thing, onload server now. So in the home component.ts file will come, and here we are going to include the router. Okay, and then this onload server I have to create here. Onload server I'll come here, and after this ng on in it, I'll have this onload server, and here I'll have this. I'll have in the constructor I'll have to have the router also. Private router is router, which is again going to import from Angular router. And now we are going to use the programmatic things. This dot router dot navigate and servers here, servers, and okay, so okay, I have not saved it. Save it. So in the home we'll have this load server button is there, and it will go to the server. So let us see whether it is working. So I'll come here and I'll click here. I will click here and it is going to the server. It is going to power. This is how we do programmatic. This dot route dot navigate to the servers. Okay. So let us now enhance our application by adding some more routes to it. So let us do that. So am.module.ts file I'll go, and here we are also going to learn about the wildcard route. So this is very important. This is in React also. We have this wildcard routes, and also we are going to learn about that. And here I'm going to have this path. But here you can see we don't have any React router DOM or something. We don't have to install. And React router DOM, as all of you see, know who is following me, I know those know little bit of React also. You know that React router DOM is not a good library. It keeps on changing a lot. It is good, but it keeps on changing a lot. Like there are breaking changes in version 5 and 6, totally different. So, but this is all used by one place, means. But the problem is that Angular is not that much popular as React nowadays. Actually, this revolution of web app development started with Angular only. Earlier, before 2010, when Angular was launched, everything used to be a desktop app. But with this, everything started becoming a web app. So user component, I have to do, okay, what is this? Okay, users, it is users. Users, same users component is there. It will load this users. Where it is this? Is there some user component? Is there? No. Okay, I have a user component also. Okay, but I will load this users component only because we are going to see something. Okay, we are going to see this wildcard. Okay, so in the okay, but it should open. Okay, no problem. So we'll go to this inside the users. There is a user component. Okay, we'll go here in a ts file. We'll go, and here import activated route from Angular router we are going to have. Then this user ID number, name string, which we have, and here I'll have this private route is like activated route. This thing, okay, private route is not like this. Private route is activated route, which we have. And then in this ng on init, I will going to have this dot user equal to ID number, name is string. Okay, ID I have to pass, and it is giving the error. This dot route dot snapshot dot params id, comma, name is this dot route dot snapshot params name. So this is the two things which is there. So this is how we access something. So with the params things. Okay, so now in the, let us show this thing in the user component.html file. It's just going to show this thing. Oh, you can user with id like this is there. So instead of this, I'll have this double thing which we have user dot id user dot name. I'll have, and if I now go to a route is which is like users comma like this, I'll go see this thing. It is like this. It is showing user with id 1 is loaded and user name is number. So this is just to show this thing that it is how the wildcard thing is there. Wildcard thing was there in the app.module.ts. Wildcard thing we have done, and we are showing this thing. Okay, we are showing this thing with the wildcard. Okay, wildcard I'm showing. Okay, so that is there. Now in the user component.html file only, we are going to look into one issue here. Okay, so that is there. And okay, so can you repeat this again? So this is known as wildcard. This is there in React also when we are going to means maybe so wildcard means what? This one and a bindu is there. This is known as wildcard. This one and a bindu. So I'm passing anything here, and I can actually get that. I can actually get that here with this thing. This dot route dot snapshot dot params and id params. This is sort of a hard coding snapshot dot params. If you do that snapshot dot params, then you can get hold of that thing, which is there in the browser means header. You will get that, and this thing happens. And this is a very important thing. This wildcard thing is actually very important thing. This is something which happens a lot in a lot of places. Okay, so this is what it is there. So now we are going to actually look into one issue here, and here after this I'm going to have a hr and anchor tag and have load, and here I'll have a router link equal to, if I try to give it like this, users comma 2 comma like this I'm going to give. And let us see if I do this thing, and if I go to means I'll click on this link load. Here I am there, and I will click on this, but it is not showing. It is means see in the top it is 2 Shikha has been shown, but here it is still showing that thing. It is big. It means it is not been loaded. So why it is not been loaded? So this happens because nobody actually actively listens for the changes. Okay, actively listens for the changes in what? Actively listens for the route changes. And before going forward, let me give the attendance, because this is the last thing which we are going to do, and copy and please mark your attendance here for today. And okay, so it doesn't listen always for the route change. See, because this is something in the header which is coming. So in this kind of cases, you have to load observables we have not yet learned. We're going to learn soon this observable, and for that what we have to go in this user component.ts file, you have to do something known as observer. Observer are like it continuously keep on listening. This is a very advanced topic in Angular, observable. So this is like event listener, which will always listen. So after this activity type, I have to do the params here. Then in this, after this dot users and ng on init, not inside this ng on init only. Inside this dot user, I will have this ng on init. Okay, ng on init is something like the constructor which runs only first time. React does Angular doesn't have much of lifecycle methods like React, but it has some of them like constructor and ng on init is there. You can think of ng on init as a component did mount in React. Okay, so that is there. This we have not yet come there. Maybe today we are going to look into that. This dot route dot params dot subscribe and this and here see it tomorrow, and anyways see it tomorrow and fill the attendance sheet. See tomorrow at same time and fill the attendance sheet. And use 5 days attendance is there. Okay. Okay, so params I've done, and then this dot user dot id equal to params. And please do like and subscribe to the channel if you're not yet done, because I'm not seeing much of the people who are liking this video and subscribing. Okay, please do it, like and subscribe so that it can reach to more people. I'm doing so much things nowadays. It's 2 weeks, so for all of you, so you can learn both of these things. Okay, so please do like and subscribe if you're not yet done. And if you're watching from other platform, please do come to YouTube to support me and watch it here. If you're watching from Facebook, you're watching from LinkedIn, you're watching from your other platform is like Twitch is also there. Please do come, because YouTube is my main platform, but I do it live everywhere. So this is the route to pan or subscribe. This thing you have to do. Okay, and I'll save it. Now let me do one thing again. Let me go back. Okay, one Navindu I have done. So one Navindu is there and it is showing correctly. Okay, so now I will click on load and see 2 is loaded and Shikha is loaded. Because of this subscribe, it is coming because of this subscribe thing only. Okay, so that is there. And okay, so that is there. So let us understand another small thing before we say it a day. So we'll learn to add query parameters and fragments in our app. Okay, so this is something query parameters and fragment. We are going to add those things. So let me see. Okay, it's component servers. Okay, then no problem. So again, we are going to go to this app.module.ts file, and here after this server component, I'll have this another path and servers. Again, this is known as wildcard id and edit. I'm going to have edit like this. This is not a wildcard. Edit is not a wildcard. Comma component is like edit server component, which actually we already have edit server component. I'll save it. Now I will go to the this home component. I think I don't need this thing. Home component I'll go, and instead of this button, I will have this click on server loaded. I will have this have one server load one. I will have it's fun I'm having, but it is giving me error because I have not changed the ts file. So I will save it and I will come to the ts file, and now the ts file will have something like this id and number. So again, TypeScript thing. So instead of this servers, what I'm going to do, comma id comma edit. I'm going there, and then after this comma, and then query params and allow edit is 1 comma fragment is loading. So this is there, and let me save it. We'll soon see why I'm using this thing. And now this in the servers, edit server, so edit server component.ts file will go, and here we have to do something, and here we are going to have this activated route again. So import activated route from angular router I'm going to have, and again here I'll have this comma private route is activated route is there, and ng on it. I'm just going to see show what is this query params and what is this. So what is this query params and what is this fragment? We're going to see that thing. So here in the ng on it, I will just do a console log of this dot route dot snapshot dot query params snapshot dot fragment. So this I'm going to have, and now in the home page I'll come and inspect console and load server I'll do. So see, this load server is going to now that edit thing, because I have changed it. In the load servers will go to this edit thing because I have changed this thing, and here I can get hold of this allow edit. See, I can pass the data like this, allow edit, and pass it. The loading I can pass it, and if I make it a bit big, you're going to understand one more thing. See this, now this one is there, and after this edit is there, and after that is allow edit one, and loading is there. So this is how we are also passing this there. In the servers we are passing this there. So this is a bit advanced topic, but when you're going to work in some production project, you might going to use this thing. Okay, so with this thing actually we have come to an end today, and let me means if you like, please do like the video and